This is a question that came from inside of the Blueprint Training's private Slack community. It's from Yvonne, and he wants to know if we can help him out to review his LinkedIn account because he's changing from white labeling for agencies to try and target home services. So let's jump on over and take a look. Now, as a quick reminder, if you didn't already know, the Blueprint Training is my personal private consulting and coaching program for digital agencies. You get access to me in Slack. I do videos like this all the time for our customers there. It's only $199 a month. The first thing I like to look at is what's above the fold here, specifically this quote here, because this is what pulls through when you post, and what people can see and get a quick understanding of who you are and what you do. So freelance SEO working with local businesses to help them receive more quote requests and phone calls. So two things. One, be more specific. Local business could be anything from a coffee shop, from a beauty salon, to a dentist, to a home services business. You had told me in your Slack post that you were interested in home services. So I would make this home services, not local businesses. The more specific that you can be, the better. Freelance SEO too. Now, it depends on what your offer is. If you're selling hourly services or packages, you might be able to get away with that. But if you want to sell directly to a business owner, they don't want to hire a freelancer. They want to hire an agency or a consultant, because freelance to me denotes that there's going to be a lot more work for the client involved. So if they're hiring a freelancer, they're probably dumping work on top of them, meaning they already know the work that needs to be done. If you want to work with home services business, you're going to have to do everything for them. You're going to have to do all the SEO, do all the content writing, do all the link building, literally do everything for them, because for the most part, they don't have time for it. And also they just don't really have the knowledge base to be able to do this type of work. So it should be a completely done for you service. Same thing up here. I do the done for you here. Get more quotes and phone calls with my local lead gen sprint framework. Don't hate this, but again, I would just be more specific here. You don't need both quotes and phone calls, quote requests and phone calls. Just make it one or the other. Pick the thing that they care about the most and optimize against that. I help contractors get more leads, get more phone calls, get more quotes with my local lead generation sprint framework. So I talk about this inside of the Blueprint Training content inside of the offer design framework, where you come up with an offer statement. This is a great place to put your offer statement here as well. So let's just scroll down. I'll go through your about section now. So I like this. This is probably a little bit more clear. Home services business. I like that. So what I would also do here is, obviously this is about you, but you should always lead with about them. What I mean by that is they care about the problems that they have before they care about the solutions that you offer. So this is a solution-based, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's much better if it's problem-based copy. So what that means is something along the lines of digging into what you know to be their problems in the home service industry. Those things are a lot of competition, agencies that overpromise and underdeliver, rising costs of doing business, and then enter your solution, which is I help you generate leads and phone calls profitably, right, through local search, because you can then also talk about how local search is one of the most prominent features within Google. Users love it. It drives the most phone calls, and it does so without having to pay per lead or phone call as opposed to paid traffic. So I would take a much more problem-based copy approach here. And now let's get into the featured section here. Let's take a look at some of these posts. So right now you're linking to posts, which is absolutely fine as long as these posts have some sort of call to action. So what I like to link to here is some sort of call to action, because again, what happens is people see this on your feed, and then what they do is they're like, okay, this is cool. They click on your profile, they understand context for what you do, and then they come here, and now's an opportunity to get them off of LinkedIn. So what I have here on mine is the Blueprint Training. I have my YouTube, and then I have Weber. So I'm promoting multiple businesses here, so I'm probably not the best person to look at, but you can see here where I'm driving directly to the companies that I want to promote in my YouTube channel as well, to try and get people off the LinkedIn platform and into my ecosystem. So again, there's nothing wrong with putting posts here, but I would definitely put a link to your website and then maybe one post that has a big call to action. So for example, a post that I could link to that does have a call to action that makes us money would be like this one here. So this one here has a call to action at the end that's promoting an event. So I could feature this here because there's a call to action here that people are commenting on to get access to. So you want to make sure that there's a call to action in here. Your posts are cool. This is all fine. Freelance. I would just set up a company for yourself too. If you don't have one, it's very easy to just get incorporated, set up a basic one-page website. You're at Build Visible too. That's great. Just to give yourself, again, a little bit more professional feel, because freelance, they can go on Upwork for that. You just want to set yourself up as a contractor or a consultant. I'm sorry. Everything else down here is just fine. So now let's look at your content real quick, because this is going to be where most of your value is actually going to come from. So here's my 4-step process. I like it. I would just, okay, so there's two things. One is I would open more with a hook that's a problem for them. You're getting into here's my step. So you're saying this is what I do. Yes, there's value in this post, absolutely, but this is a sales post and people know it, as opposed to we all, like, if you're a home services contractor, comma, you're struggling to generate leads right now, period. Agencies are always over promising and under delivering. The rising cost of ads, the rising cost of hiring your people and staffing. These are all things that they're feeling, they're problems that they're having, which gets them interested in the content that you're going to present. And then you can get into your solution. Then you can say, here's my 4-step growth framework that helped 32 home services business over the last year get more qualified phone calls for less than they were paying before, whatever. And then you go into this here. So I would also be more specific here. Oh, actually, this is good. I thought this was a strategy page. So that then you get into the solution part. So again, if you just find yourself saying I a lot, it should be a lot more you, the local business owner, you, the home service contractor. This is what you're struggling. So this is a pretty good opening hook here too. And this is also important too, because this helps LinkedIn qualify the content that you're serving to people. This helps LinkedIn understand who you want to talk to and how to get it on their feeds. I would also probably just drop some hashtags in here initially, like home services, blah, blah, contractors, whatever. The more specific that you can be, the better. This is all good stuff too. Again, I would just make this not just general optimization. This should be specifically for home services. Everything should be hyper specific, called out to home services. And if you would like to get video audits like this, all you have to do is join the Blueprint training. For $199, you get access to me, a consultant who charges literally thousands of dollars to do work like this. You get access to it for just $199 a month. Unlimited access in Slack, trainings, templates, live boot camps, everything that you need to build a strong, profitable agency right now. So if you're interested, hit the link below and hopefully I'll see you inside.